to defend the public system. The honourable member for Burnaby South.
Says one thing and does another. In the last election, the Prime Minister made a really big deal of calling out the Conservatives for proposing the idea of bringing in more for-profit, private health care. But now when Doug Ford is doing exactly that, he's calling it innovation. I'm not surprised the Conservatives support this approach. They believe in for-profit, private health care. But I am surprised with the Prime Minister. Why the flip-flop?
Yeah. Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, I and the Liberal government have always been very, very clear. We stand for a public health system that fully abides by the Canada Health Act. This is something that matters to most Canadians, certainly matters to us, and we will continue to defend. We know that even as we negotiate with the provinces to ensure that we're delivering more family doctors, better mental health supports, moving forward on backlogs, supporting Canadians who need emergency care, we will ensure that the Canada Health Act is fully respected. In the past, this government has pulled back money from provinces that haven't respected it. We will continue to do that.
The honourable member for Calgary Forest Lawn.
After 8 years of Liberal mismanagement, 1 in 5 Canadians are saying they're completely out of money, skipping meals, and accessing charity services just to meet their basic needs. The Governor of the Bank of Canada said that the interest rate hikes were because of out-of-control, wasteful Liberal spending. Even former Liberal Finance Minister Bill Morneau had it right when he admitted that the Liberals overspent in the last 8 years. When will this Prime Minister and Canada's worst money manager in Canadian history stop breaking Canada, rein in his spending, and making the price of everything go up?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, we know that many Canadians are facing real challenges. And that's why our government is there to help with a plan which is compassionate and fiscally responsible. Here's what we're doing. Doubling the GST, providing $500 to people who are facing challenges paying their rent, providing dental care to Canadian kids, eliminating the interest on Canada's student loans, and improving the Canada Workers' Benefit. And you know what, Mr. Speaker? The Conservatives voted against all of those essential measures. Here, here.
The honourable member for Calgary Forest Lawn.
Speaker, after 8 years of Liberal mismanagement, the only people getting help and ahead are the Prime Minister, who gets to lavish in $6,000 a night hotel rooms, his buddies over at Mackenzie, and the We Charity, who gets hundreds of millions of dollars worth of contracts, racists like Laith Maruth, who gets hundreds of $1,000s worth of contracts, prisoners and dead people who get free CERB checks. It's never been so good for those people, but Canadians have never had it so bad. And recently, Canadians were just uppercut with another interest rate hike because of out-of-control Liberal spending. When will the Prime Minister stop rewarding his Liberal cronies and actually start helping struggling Canadians?
The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, let's talk for a minute about what the Conservatives would do to Canadians and the Canadian economy. The Conservatives are proposing to eviscerate our essential EI system. The Conservatives would endanger seniors' pension and the CPP. The Conservatives would make pollution free again. The Conservatives would deny Canadian families climate incentive checks. Mr. Speaker, those are all Conservative policies, and they would all hurt Canadians in their pocketbook.
That's right.